for our velocity triangle. So let's start po. Okay, good day everyone. So for today, we're going to discuss the velocity triangle. So in the velocity triangle, so this one is used um, to design and analyze the performance of turbine blades. A velocity triangle, so ito po is a fundamental graphical tool na yung ginagamit natin in our fluid machineries. So meron tayong velocity triangle when it comes to turbines, pumps, and compressor. And today, we're going to talk about the velocity triangle when in terms of turbines po. Now, si velocity triangle natin, it help engineers understand what happens to the working fluids as it flows through the moving blades and stationary blades or the stator. Okay, so may components tayo ng ating velocity triangle. Nandito yung ating inlet velocity triangle at saka yung ating outlet velocity triangle. And through this velocity triangle, we could compute for our work done, for the power output, and even the efficiency of our pump. Okay? So let's start with the velocity triangle of our impulse turbine. So this one po is impulse turbine. When we say impulse turbine, again, example natin na impulse turbine, ano yung tinatawag natin na Pelton turbine. Kung saan si Pelton turbine ay yung mga blades niya po ay parang bucket-like blades. So, ayan. So, start tayo with bucket-like blades po. So, ibig sabihin kapag bucket-like blades ay parang ganyan po yung ating mga blades. Sir, bakit po dalawa? Kung makikita nyo po yung blades na to po, yan po ay isang blade na hinati sa dalawa. So, yan po yung tinutukoy natin na bakit dalawa yung blades. Then, pagdating dito, yung fluid po natin ay tatama sa ating fluid, no? Discuss, i-isolate lang po natin na iisa lamang po yung atin pong blade or single blade lamang po. No, assuming na ang ating pong velocity inlet ay ah, ang velocity inlet natin ay ang angle natin ay or in actual po no, ang angle natin ay 180 or simply pwede ring 90 in reference with our blade po. So isolating po, isolate lang natin or simply erasin lang natin. Okay, ayan. So, si velocity natin nag-enter. Yung velocity ng fluid po ay nag-enter. At this point, V1, tapos as the velocity uh, of the fluid uh, interacts with our blade, so nagta-travel po yung ating blade. Nagkakaroon ng velocity ng blade or ng movement ng blade from one place to another. Okay? And as this velocity or as this blade move, nagkakaroon din po tayo ng movement ng atin pong ah, blade. Yun yung tinatawag nating world velocity. Pag sinabi naman po nating world velocity, yan, may tinatawag tayong world velocity. Pag sinabi nating world velocity, so this is the components or the horizontal component po, horizontal component ng ating velocity of the fluid. So that is our world velocity. So dito pwede nating sabihin na si V1 is equal to our world velocity kasi assumption natin actual yung pasok ng ating fluid. No? So world velocity. At kung atin pong ire-reflect yung ating pong velocity VB or the movement po No, 'di ba sabi natin, energy in is equal to energy out. And this is an kinetic energy, this velocity. And this cannot be created nang walang pinagmulan. So ito po ay pwede nating i-reflect dito sa velocity 1. Aling part ng velocity 1 yung nagamit to have this motion of our blade. Kung ire-reflect po natin, gawin po ni sir na color red, no? So yung VB po natin ay so somewhere here, yung atin pong tinatawag na VB. So this VB is the same as this VB or the velocity of the blade. At yung natitira po natin dito na linya, yan yung tinatawag po nating relative velocity. No, and we are going to denote this as relative velocity 1. Okay? So ililipat lang ni sir ng konti ito. Ayan, hindi mailipat ni sir kaya mag-drawing na lang tayo dito ng bago po 'no. Yan, one moment. So again, meron tayo po ditong bucket 'no, in-isolate na natin yung ating bucket, okey. Then si fluid po natin dahil ito nga ay yung pinakita natin kaninang double bucket, so double bucket ang gamitin ni sir. Then, yung fluid po natin dito ay nag-e-enter, 'yan. As the fluid enters, lumalabas po siya dito sa ating dalawang sides. So again, ito yung ating velocity 1. So this is from our nozzle or from the Pelton from our penstock. No, so that is our velocity 1. At dahil dyan, nagkakaroon tayo ngayon ng movement ng ating bucket na tinatawag nating VB. Kanina, ating pong nireflect si VB dito. So nandito po yung ating VB. So this is our VB. Also, yung natira po yan yung tinatawag natin as our relative velocity 1. Okay? Okay. So ngayon, continuing, yan, continuing, ni-redraw lang po dito ni sir kasi hindi ko mailipat, ayan. Yan, hindi ko 'to mailipat kaya nag-redraw ako dito. So ngayon, ire-reflect naman natin, okey na tayo dito sa ating, inlet, ah velocity triangle. Pero sir, hindi siya triangle. Kasi assumption nga po natin dito na ating world velocity is equal to our velocity 1. Therefore, yung ating pong angle at this one is equal to uh, 0. No? Ayan. So, si VB nat 0 or 180. So, si VB natin, nireflect lang natin that is the movement of our um, bucket. Alright? So ngayon, atin lang pong ipo-project yung atin pong velocity dito, then meron po tayong tinatawag na angle of deflection. Si angle of deflection po, that is the angle na na-create because of the curvature ng ating blade. So si angle of deflection, let me draw another line po, color blue na rin. Ay, sala. Ulit. Okay na yan. Yan. So ito po yung tinatawag nating angle of deflection. So ito yung ating angle of deflection. Yan. And from this angle of deflection, dun po natin makikita yung ating tinatawag na VR2 or our relative velocity 2. Sir, bakit po relative velocity 2? Kasi yung ating pong angle of deflection ay nakabatay din dun sa ating VB or the blade velocity. So katulad dito, nakabatay dun sa ating VB po. So this is our angle of deflection VR1. So this VR2. So this is our angle of deflection. Okay? So VR2, which is our angle of deflection. So from our VR2, kung mapapansin niyo siya po ay naka-angle para ma-obtain po yung values ng ating ito na naka-angle 'no. Siyempre bago magkaroon tayo ng relative velocity meron din tayong reflection nung natitirang velocity from velocity 1. So si velocity 1 di kayo pumasok dito. Si velocity 1 po ay pumasok dito, nabawasan ng dB, ibig sabihin may matitira pa siyang energy or may matitira pang energy or velocity yung fluid 'pag lumabas. At dito po natin yun makikita on the angle, no, this is our angle of deflection na phi. So dito 'pag ni-reflect natin, ayan, okay. So yung angle of deflection natin, bawasan lang po natin do sa full 180, yun din po yung angle ng ating tinatawag naman po na V2. Ayan. So this is our V2 naman po. VR2, ito naman po yung ating V2. And sa velocity 2 po natin katulad nung tayo ay nag-i-statics, may components po. Parang components of forces. So una, yung ating tinatawag na components niya in the x-axis. Bawasan ko na lang mamaya. Component sa x-axis na tinatawag po nating velocity whirl 2. Kung maalala nyo kanina si V1 natin, meron din naman po siyang components ng x and y axis. Kaso nga lang, si y axis is equal to 0 at si VW1 is equal already to V1. Pero dito may value siya ng VW2 kasi meron po tayong certain angle ng atin pong V2. No, or ng ating velocity 2. At yung angle po, yun yung tinatawag po nating alpha, no? So this, let's denote this as our alpha 2. At from our horizontal axis, meron siyempre din tayong tinatawag na vertical axis. And this vertical axis is what we call as our BF2 or simply the flow velocity. Flow velocity, the whirl velocity. Okay. So meron tayong alpha 2, may V2, may world velocity at may flow velocity. At yung relationship naman po ni VR2 papunta po kay VW2. So atin pong idugtong, ayan. No. So yung dugtungan naman po, the angle between them that is what we call as our beta 2. No, beta 2. And above po yung VW2 at VW1 natin, yung line na 'to, so from VW2 hanggang dito sa B2, so yung ito po, ayan, hatiin natin. Ito naman po yung tinatawag nating VP. So siya rin po ay merong pushing effect na nagko-cause para dito sa VB. So yung VB na 'to ay equal dito at equal din po siya dito. And also yung atin pong beta 2, that is also what we call as our blade angle. Bakit blade angle? Dahil siya yung pinuntahan nung atin pong fluid after it passes through our blade. Kaya siya naging blade angle. Okay? Okay. And this velocity triangle ay ginagamit natin if our assumption is yung atin pong flow ng ating nozzle or ng ating pong inlet jet ay horizontal or si VW or si real velocity 1 is equal to velocity 1. But if you could see on your module po, no, punta tayo sa inyong module. In-assume natin na both sides ay meron pong angle. So, ipapasok natin ang ating fluid with a certain angle. So, let's have that with that certain angle naman po. So, again, punta tayo dun sa isolated na iisang bucket lang po. Having different angles naman po, no? May angle yung pagpasok at yung paglabas ng ating velocity. Okay, ngayon kanina 'di ba ang ating velocity pumapasok lang siya ng, naka-horizontal kasi may, times na horizontal ang pasok or axial ang pasok ng fluid natin specifically kapag yung Pelton wheel kasi 'di ba ito yung bucket, dito siya tumatama, no? But there are also times na merong angle at dun tayo pupunta sa angle para sa pagkuha naman natin ng ating mga formulas para mas maging malinaw po. When it comes naman po na may angle yung ating pong, ah, inlet, 'no. So, let's say sa ibabaw tayo magsimula. So, para katulad tayo ng inyong nasa module. So, si velocity 1 po ay papasok doon sa ating blade at a certain angle. So, let's say this is our velocity 1. Kapag po may pumasok na energy, siyempre may ilalabas tayong energy. Again, that is our energy, VB po. No, velocity of the bucket kaya siya BB. No, velocity of the bucket. At si velocity of the bucket po ay makikita po natin doon. Hindi pala, bago yun, atin din pong dahil nga may angle na ngayon, kukuhanin natin yung ating components of our velocity 1. And having the components of our velocity 1 first, we have our horizontal component. Yeah, ulit. Ayan. Our horizontal component, VW1 or our whirl velocity. So ang whirl velocity just is simply the horizontal component of our velocity. In the inlet tayo kaya siya ay whirl velocity 1 kasi nagde-denote na tayo ay nasa inlet. Kung may whirl velocity 1, meron tayong horizontal component, therefore meron din tayong tinatawag na vertical component. This is our whirl velocity. Ay, hindi siya whirl, I'm sorry. That is our flow velocity 1. No, that is our flow velocity 1 po or our VF1. Okay? So again, say V1, that is our absolute velocity at inlet. When we say absolute, the angle due to the nozzle is infinity, no? So, pwede mag-change. So, sa velocity 1 natin, that is the absolute velocity. At yung VB natin, this is the linear velocity due to the movement of the blade. So, nakalagay naman po yun sa inyong module po. Okay? Then, yung atin pong angle between the inlet velocity and our ano tawag dito? Whirl velocity or kung paano pumasok yung atin pong fluid, yun yung po yung tinatawag natin as our alpha 1 or simply our nozzle angle po. Simply our nozzle angle alpha. When we say alpha, this is the nozzle angle. Pag sinabi nating nozzle angle, that is the angle um, where our fluid enters with respect to our horizontal component of the velocity 1. That is our whirl velocity. Okay? Then, dahil nga po nagkaroon tayo ng motion, umipod, kumibo, ibig sabihin nagkakaroon din tayo ng pagbabago ng pasok ng fluid. At yung pagbabagong yun, yun yung tinatawag nating relative velocity. The relative velocity is the change in velocity due to the movement of the velocity of the bucket. Ibig sabihin, first, i-reflect natin yung velocity ng bucket. 'Pag ni-reflect natin si velocity ng bucket dito, so somehow nandito siya, ulit, ayan. So ito po yung ating velocity ng bucket 'no, ni-reflect lang po ni sir kasi energy in is equal to energy out. Ibig sabihin galing po dun sa velocity 1 na yun 'no, galing kay velocity 1 yung atin pong value ng VB. Sa energy ng velocity 1 ang naging rason kaya nagkaroon tayo ng bucket velocity. Kaya ni-reflect lang po doon ni sir. So, ito yung ating VB. Now, so that is our VB. And the line po, o sabihin na natin line, from our uh, point of intersection ng ating VF1 at V1 papunta doon sa ating VB, ayan, yun po yung tinatawag natin as our relative velocity 1. When we say relative velocity 1 of the water at inlet, so ito po yung relative velocity of the moving blade. Ibig sabihin, ito yung velocity due to the movement of our bucket. Okay? At yung angle po between our relative velocity and our whirl velocity, that is what we called as our theta. This is our theta. And theta is the angle between the relative velocity and the direction of motion of the blade at the inlet angle. Okay? So meron na tayo ditong BF1, V1, VR1, theta, alpha, VB. Okay. Ngayon, siyempre kung may pumasok, meron din pong lalabas. So paglabas po ng ating tubig, saan po ba siya lalabas? No, yung paglabas niya ay apektado na siya ng movement ng ating bucket velocity. So magawa mo na si sir dito. Yan. Ibig sabihin kunwari ito pumasok si tubig. Paglabas niya, at yung inilabas na ito ay apektado na ng ating bucket velocity. At ano po ba yung velocity na already affected by the bucket velocity? That is what we call as our relative velocity. So therefore, kung ire-reflect po natin batay dun sa curvature ng ating pong blade, no, ang lalabas po dito as per our blade yan, ito yung tinatawag natin bilang relative velocity 2. Si relative velocity 2, that is the relative velocity of the water or water outlet relative to the velocity of the moving plates. That is our relative velocity 2. At katulad po nung ating, relative velocity 1, meron din po tayong angle between the relative velocity at yung mamayang maki-create natin na atin pong horizontal component. So, mag-assume muna tayo dito ng, assumption na horizontal component. Ay, okey na yan. Puwedeng sa taas, puwedeng sa baba, depende po ano bang nasa drawing natin sa inyong module. So, tayo ay nasa baba ano, so baba din natin gamitin para hindi kayo malito. So, same lang naman nasa baba man 'yan o nasa taas po. Ayan, yung angle po between our relative velocity at saka po yung ating horizontal component, yung angle na 'to, that is what we call as our phi, 'no? So, si phi okay. So, si phi, that is the angle between our relative velocity and our horizontal component. 'Pag sinabing phi, so yun naman po ay nakaganon. No, si theta ay nakaganto, si phi naman po ay yung sa vertical yung pagkakahati po. At dahil sinabi nga po natin na ito po ay ang ating relative velocity, no, relative velocity kung mapapansin niyo kanina, si relative velocity pagka tapos nating, bumaba, kinuha niya si VB. Yung summation nila, yun yung V1, 'no? So, ibig sabihin dito, pagkatapos niyang lumabas, makukuha natin dito si VB. So, nandito rin po magre-reflect yung ating bucket velocity. And reflecting this bucket velocity, we could now also identify yung ating tinatawag na velocity 2. And this is our velocity 2 or yung atin pong V2. So si V2, that is our absolute velocity at our outlet. At syempre katulad ng ginawa natin kanina kay V1, meron pa rin tayong horizontal at vertical component. So for our vertical component, this is our flow velocity 2 at for our horizontal component, yung natitira na lang. So itong natitira, this is our horizontal or whirl velocity 2. So yun na lang po ang ating whirl velocity 2. At yung angle between our velocity 2 and our whirl velocity, that is our kung kanina ay alpha, dito ay yung atin naman pong beta. Okay. So, also, sinabi sa ating, module po 'no, kung mapapansin niyo, we have that VR1, alin si VR1? Ito po, VR1 ay equal po, yan, equal kay V1 minus VB. So kung imagine niyo si V1 absolute buo. Ngayon binawasan natin ng VB. Ano na lang yung matitira, that is our relative velocity 1. And when it comes to velocity 2 naman po, VR2 is equal to our V2 minus our VB. So ganun pa rin po. No, V2 minus our VB. So we already know yung dalawang pwedeng possible scenario. So ito naman pong una nating scenario, so that is simply ginawa lang po natin si alpha, no, is equal to 0 or 180. No, kaya siya ay naka-hilera na where V1 is equal to VB. So let's have the formulas po. So sa pamamagitan po ng ating velocity triangle, we could now obtain our mass of the water striking the vein per second, where mass is simply equal to rho area velocity 1. Alin sa velocity 1? Velocity 1 is the absolute velocity at the inlet of our fluid. No. So, yung velocity triangle naman natin, kahit sa ilalim kayo magsimula, sa ibabaw, wala naman po yung problema. Then we also have our force exerted by the jet into the direction of the motion. Kasi si jet natin yung nagki-create ng velocity, no? So may force siya. So yung force natin, that is simply mass times our acceleration. Ano daw po ba ang mass natin? Si mass natin is equal to rho a v1. No, so we could simply uh use, no, yung ating mass times initial velocity minus final velocity. Then how can we obtain that initial velocity? So let's put it mass times our initial velocity minus our final velocity. Ay based from our triangle po, no, based from our triangle, alin po ba si initial velocity natin? So, si initial velocity po natin, yung, mass times velocity 1 minus velocity final. Alin po ba yung ating initial velocity at yung final velocity from the title po, no? Force exerted. Sabi daw po ay force exerted by jet into the direction of motion. Sabi po ay direction of motion. Saan po ba ang direction ng motion natin? Paganto po ba? Paganto po ba? Or paganto po? Ang direction ng motion natin, direction ng blade ay yung dun sa ating horizontal component. Ibig sabihin, babalik tayo dito sa ating velocity triangle. And having our velocity triangle, yan, baka naman. Ba't di kasama 'tong part na 'to? Okey lang, 'yan. Uy, copy. Wala, hindi kumpleto, 'wag na. So, having our velocity triangle, so kuhanin na lang po natin. So, ito po yung ating V1, i-rotate ko lang po ha, same-same lang naman po para katulad nung nandun sa inyong module. So, V1, this is our, uh, this is V1, this is VR1. Pangit, i-angle ko lang po. Dito muna. So, this is our VB. This is our, yung buo, that is VW1. Yung natira, that is simply yung sabihin na lang natin na U1. Then, our VF2. This is our V1. Yung from that point, papunta dito, that is our VR1. Okay? This is our alpha, this is our theta. Yan. That is our theta. Yeah, kumpleto na. So, inire-write ko lang po yung atin pong velocity triangle. So, sabi daw po ang kailangan natin is force exerted by the jet into the direction of motion. So, dito yung sa inlet natin, alin po ba yung ating inlet velocity? This is our inlet velocity. But this inlet velocity is not yet into the direction of the motion. Ang direction ng motion natin ay itong si VB. So, alin pong part yung inlet na into the direction of our motion. That is our VW1 or simply yung tinatawag nating U1. So, pwede nating sabihin na VW1 is also equal po. Ito rin po yung ating VW1. They are the same. Ito lang yan. No? Yan. So, VW1 po is equal to VR1 cosine theta. So, katowa, opposite, cosine, opposite over hypotenuse. So, VR1 cosine theta. So, this is our VW1. And for our VW2, dito na lang tayo. Alin po ba? That is our VW2. No, yung katumbas ng V2 sa direction ng motion. So, VW2 is simply equal to VR2, VR2, ito, VR2 cosine phi, cosine phi. So, phi naman po dito, hindi na theta, no, para hindi malilito. So, dito sa baba, that is VR1 cosine theta, dun sa isa is VR2 cosine phi. So, simple po, VW1 is equal to VR1 cosine theta, while VW2 is equal to VR2 cosine phi. Okay? Then, substituting po, no, para mas madali, gamitin muna natin as V1 and V2. So, we have here, para ma-obtain yung ating pong velocity, so yung ating pong initial velocity is simply, or for the force, is equal to yung ating mass, velocity 1, times si VW1, ito po, si VW1, ibabawas na natin si VB, kasi si VW1 nga natin ay sinabi natin ay ari din pong buo, no? Minus yung ating pong VW2, kaya siya po dito ay naging negative kasi kung mapapansin nyo naman po dito, yan, dapat po ay aring buo din. Kaso siya yung mas maliit kaya po tayo ay nag-negate. No, negative VW2 minus VB. And kaya again, negative si VW2 or si VR2 natin dahil nga po siya ay naka-negative, ay naka-opposite direction. So, simplifying po yung ating equation. So, we have our F is equal to rho area velocity 1 times our velocity W1 minus our VB plus V W2 plus our VB. And having this, so if beta or our beta is acute angle, so we have, so pwede nating i-substitute na, no? Kapag ang atin pong beta ay naka-acute angle, tayo dagdag lang tayo ng ano. Ayan, so kapag po ang ating beta ay equal to 0, ayan, if beta is acute angle, Therefore, yung magiging formula lang natin is simply rho area velocity 1 times yung ating VW1 plus VW2. Kasi dito po, kung mapapansin nyo, magka-cancel out na po si VB natin. No, dahil nga pinag-minus natin, magka-cancel out lang po si ating VB. Ari lang ay ating tinranspose, ay minultiply, no? So, magiging VW1 plus VW2. Pero, if our beta is equal to 90 degrees, ibig sabihin, kapag si beta po is equal to 90 degrees, pansinin yung ating drawing dun sa ating exit, no? Si beta parang nakaganyan. Ito yung ating beta. At si beta po ay sa pagitan ni V2 at saka po ni VW2. Ibig sabihin kung nag 90 degrees ito ay mapupunta dito. Ibig sabihin si V2 ay equal kay VF2. No. Ibig sabihin po, wala tayong VW2. No VW2. Ibig sabihin, there is no component or no force on the same direction of the bucket velocity. So simply, magiging formula natin is force is equal to density area velocity 1 times VW1. Okay? So again, yung M natin is mass, yung A natin is area ng jet, uh, rho is the density, and V is the velocity nung ating hinahanap. So si velocity 1 yung binigay, depende dun sa ating velocity triangle. Also, we also have the work done per second by jet on the vane. So simply work done is equal to force multiplied to our displacement per second, or yung ating change in location per second, or simply the displacement. Si force, nakuha na natin, no? Nakadepende kung siya ay we have a beta angle equal to an acute angle and a beta angle that is equal to 90. So less than 90 and 90. So ang magiging work natin is simply rho area velocity 1 times velocity W1 plus velocity W2. Yan, ito po yun. Times yung atin pong VB. Si VB po natin is yung change in location in every unit of time or the velocity of the bucket. Yung movement na nung ating bucket. No. So this is our formula for our work. We also have work done per second in every unit of mass. Ibig sabihin yung work natin, lalagyan lang natin ng per unit of mass. At kung may per unit of mass yan, then cancel out lang yun. Ang matira ay yung VW1 plus VW2 over VB. So this is work per mass naman po. And we also have our efficiency. Efficiency is simply the work done per second over the initial kinetic energy of the water. Work done per second formula, rho AV1 times yung ating VW1 plus VW2 if it's an acute angle, VB all over 1 half M V1 squared. So bakit po laging V1? Kasi that is the inlet velocity po. So ang M natin is simply equal po, yan, dito na lang din. Erase na lang si sir para hindi ako mahirapan. Yung atin pong M, that is also equal to rho A V1. So 1 half rho A velocity 1 or our M times our V1 squared. Cancel, cancel. Ang natira na lang sa atin is VW1 plus VW2 VB all over 1 half V1 squared. Alright. At syempre para mas ma-appreciate nyo yung mga formulang yan o yung mga dinidiscuss niya, sir, let's try solving problem number 18 or 19. Parang 19 dapat ito. Kasi 18 na yung isa. Okay, so sabi daw po dito, a double hemispherical sphere. Alright, so a double hemispherical bucket Pelton wheel has a mean bucket speed of 10 meters per second with a jet of water flowing at a rate of 700 liters per second under a head of 30 meters. So the bucket deflects the jet through an angle of 160 degrees. Calculate the power given to the runner by the water and the hydraulic efficiency. Assume coefficient of velocity is equal to 0.98 po. So dito provided na rin tayo ng atin pong velocity triangle. At least alam natin kung ano itsura ng velocity triangle natin, gagamitin na lang natin into our equation. So let's first have our given po. For our given, we have our velocity of the bucket, binanggit po, no? uh, Equal to 10 meters per second. We also have our discharge na 700 liters per second. Convert na natin 0.7 meter cube per second. The head daw po, ang head na to, under a head of 30 meters, i-assume natin na H net na ba ito? Yes po, assume each net na po ito based from the problem. Wala namang iba ng binigay. 30 meters po. Also, we have our bucket deflects the jet through an angle of 160. Kung dineflect ng jet, that is our phi. Ay, phi? Opo, phi na equal kay 160 degrees. Kasi dito, yung ating theta is equal to 180 or 0. Kaya siya naka-diretso. No? Okay. So, 160 degrees and the coefficient of velocity is equal to 0.98. Ano daw pong hinahanap natin? We are looking for the power. So, work per unit of time or simply power. O, based from dun sa atin kanina, ano ba ang ating formula ng ating power or ng ating work? So, simply work is equal to density, area, velocity 1 times velocity W1 plus velocity W2 multiply to our VB. Balikan nga natin kung nasulat natin yung kanina. For our, yan, ito. So this is our work done per second. And when we say work done per second, that is work per unit of time. This is already our power po. No. So work done per second per unit of time. So meron na tayong formula. Ang kailangan na lang natin identify ay yung mga gagamitin natin sa formulang ito. First, let's have V1. So for us to solve V1, then let's use Torricelli's equation. CV square root ng 2GH. CV square root ng 2GH, 0.98 square root ng 2 times 9.81 meters per second times 30 meters po. H net. So that is equal to 23.775 meters per second. Next po, alam na natin ang V1, meron po ba determine na natin yung ating VW2. Kasi si VW1 is equal to V1. So we could say here V1 is equal to VW1. Kasi nga yung angle natin ay 180 or they are on the same horizontal axis. So determining VW2 naman po. No. So the relative velocity of the water at inlet is equal to the relative velocity of water at outlet. So, sabi natin, pwede daw po nating sabihin na V note that VR1 is equal to VR2. No. So, VR1 is equal to VR2 at kung maalala do sa ating naging discussion kanina, we have that VR1 is equal to V1 minus our VB po. V1 minus our VB. Yan yung sinulat natin kanina. Provided na tayo ng V1 natin na equal kay 23.775 meters per second minus yung atin pong BB na 10 meters per second. Then we can obtain our VR1 equal kay 13.775 meters per second. Bakit ba natin ginamit kinuha itong ating VR1 kasi gagamitin natin siya so that we could solve for our VW1, 'no? And yung atin pong, angle, so bakit deflects a jet through an angle of 160? So, kung maalala 'pag sinabi nating, deflection ng bakit, so kung ito po yung ating pelton, dito pumasok, 'di ba nagganyan si sir, tapos umakyat diyan, ito yung atin pong 160 degrees. At sabi kanina ni sir nung dini-discuss niya, yung daw pong angle na 'to, so this angle, this is simply, ito, no? So they are the same. Ibig sabihin that is simply 160 180 minus 160. That is our P. So 180 minus 160, so ang angle natin ito is equal to, yung angle natin is equal to 20 degrees lang po. Okay? So, going back 'no, dun sa ating, pinakita kanina. So, VW2, to obtain our VW2, we could simply have our, velocity triangle again. So, si velocity triangle natin, tingnan natin dito. Ayan, si velocity triangle, this is VB, this is VW2. Ibig sabihin, VB plus VW2 all over ito VR2. VR2, so this is ano ng V2, VR2, anong tawag dito? Yung ating triangle, so katowa, no, cosine, opposite over, adjacent. Ay, pang ano pala yun, towa, tangent. Adjacent over hypotenuse. Ano ba 'to? Ito ba ang VR2 or ito ang V2? Sorry. Dahil ito pala ay, naka-vertical component, so this is VF2, no, and this is our VR2. So this is our VR2, this is our VB plus VW1, and gamit po yung ating velocity triangle, no, we co and konting trigonometry, then we have cosine theta, so is equal to adjacent natin na VB plus VW2 over VR2, no? So gamitin natin 'yan, VB plus VW2 over VR2 is equal to cosine theta or cosine phi para makuha natin yung ating value ng VW2. Sir, 'di ba kanina may formulang mas madali? Yun, o puwede rin naman yun or puwede rin naman naka-base tayo dito sa ating triangle. So, basing on our triangle, so we have cosine 20 degrees is equal to VB plus VW2 all over VR2. So, si VB natin is 10 meters per second. Hinahanap natin is si VW2. Yan yung hinahanap natin, si VW2 over ano yung value ng VR2 daw po natin. Si VR2 is equal to VR1. Therefore, VR2 is equal to 13.775 as well. 13.775 meters per second cosine 20 degrees. Then, shift solve, makuha natin si VW2 natin na equal po kay 2.944 meters per second. And this is our VW2. Okay, VW2 pa lang yun. Meron pa tayong VW. Okay na palang VW1 natin, no? So, substitute na lang pala tayo. So, substituting po sa ating equation, so work is equal to raw area velocity 1 times VW1 plus VW2 times VB. Substituting, so we have 1,000 kilogram in every meter cube times 0.7 meter cube per second, which this one is already our Q. No. times 23.775 meters per second plus 2.944 meters per second times 10 meters per second. So, ang atin pong work is equal to 187,005 watts or simply 187.005 kilowatts. Ano pang hinahanap sa atin? Assume and hydraulic efficiency pala. Meron pa tayong hydraulic efficiency. And to obtain our hydraulic efficiency, formula lang po natin, rho AV1, VW1 plus VW2, VB, all over 1/2, rho area velocity 1, V1 squared. Cancel, cancel. Ang matira sa atin, VW1 plus VW2, VB, all over 1/2 V1 squared. Substituting the value, 23.775 meters per second, which is our VW1, plus 2.944 meters per second, which is our VW2, times 10 meters per second, which is our velocity of the bucket VB, all over 1/2 ng ating 23.775 meters per second kasi VW1 is equal to V1 sa ating sitwasyon or sa ating velocity triangle times 100. Therefore, our efficiency is equal to 94.64%. And that is how we solve using our velocity triangle. All right. Okay. So on our next topic, we're going to talk about our reaction turbine naman po. Okay, do you have any question po? Clarification on our velocity triangle for impulse turbine? Any question? Clarification, mga idol? Anyone po? Nagets ka po ang ating velocity triangle. So, sa ating velocity triangle, binigyan tayo, nag-discuss naman ako doon ng dalawang pwedeng possible na setup no, ng ating velocity triangle. Una, yung setup na naka 180 degrees yung ating inlet. At yung pangalawa ay yung setup na naka angle or with a certain angle. So either or, magagamit naman natin katulad dun sa problem, ang ginamit natin ay yung setup na naka 180 degrees yung inlet ng ating fluid, no? O inlet ng ating tubig from the jet. So on our next meeting tomorrow nga ba? So face to face, di-discuss naman po natin yung ating reaction turbine. Okay? So, kung wala nang tanong, sure, walang tanong, everyone? Question po? Clarification? Sure? Asya, kung wala na everyone, thank you so much for attending today. Ikaw, may tanong ka po? Go ahead, ikaw. Bayan? Asya, sige, everyone, thank you so much. Please open our camera. Let's have our quick screenshot po. Open our camera po. Parang sarap ng higapan ni Rico Antok yarn. Jomel, nakita ko ngayon tatay sa Dali. Nung ano yung Sunday? Sunday ba yun? Saturday? Kasama si yung nagka-choir? Pati ka pala nagka-choir?
And why bar is what is the
pag kailangan nyo nakakanta, si Jomel agad ha. Automatic ha. So everyone, in the count of 3, give your best smile in 1, 2, and 3. Alright, thank you so much everyone. So you may now leave the meeting room. Bye-bye mga idol. Love you po.
Thank you po. Love you.
Thank you po, sir.
See you.